I was scrolling Facebook Marketplace and I came across this guy who just listed like a whole lot of guitar magazines. So I quickly messaged him, negotiated a little bit of a price with him, and I'm here to pick up the magazines. So they seem to be like 90s guitar magazines, which is great because sometimes these old 90s magazines, they've got like the heavy metal, kind of like the old school heavy metal on the front of them. And the thing with the guitar magazines is when you're titling them in eBay, if like there's somebody like okay, this one, George Harrison, so you can put the name George Harrison into the title. And so if you get some of these magazines that might have AC/DC or somebody cool on them, then you can use those names as keywords into your eBay listing, and it helps to sell them. They actually sell really fast when they've got, you know, good musicians in the titles. But anyway, that's a pretty good lot. So I negotiated that down to $70. And, you know, I'm probably only going to put like bundles of like 6, maybe 8. So I'm going to get a stack of bundles, which all of them will be listed for a minimum of $39. So yeah, that's going to be a very profitable Facebook Marketplace pickup. Okay, I'm just at house Facebook Marketplace number 2. So this was funny. I went to pick up some magazines. They're all in the car here. So they're all like, I don't know what era he said. Let me have a look. So they're called Byte, December 1996. So a heap of vintage magazines here. But while they were there, they were cleaning out. I could see they had some CDs. So I asked them if they had any CDs that they wanted to pass with. And they gave me this whole box of them. They said they were their kids' CDs. So anyway, Tom will probably be jealous of that. And then she says to me, oh, I've got these old collectible Coke bottles. Do you want them? I was like, okay. So, they might be a bit difficult to post, but I'll look them up. They might be something that I can flip on Facebook Marketplace and make a few dollars on. Because that's what we do. We're all about making the money.
So it was Easter yesterday and I just ate so many eggs, so much chocolate, but I'm just not hungry. It's 5 o'clock, I'm going to start thinking of dinner for the kids.
I'm just trying to use up what's in the fridge. So I've got some leftover vegetables, got some leftover ham, I've got some eggs and some cheese. I don't like these metal trays, but all my trays that I've got like are too big. Now that I'm only feeding half the amount of people, I don't have any smaller like baking dishes, so that's something on my list to buy. Anyway, let's do this. I've just added some salt and pepper and some garlic on top with some cheese.
It's raining really hard. I've just got to the warehouse and I don't want to get out of the car. Why is it when you stop the car and you need to get out, the rain buckets down 10 times harder? I don't want to jump out of the car and fiddle around with the padlock while it's pouring. So I'm going to sit here. I've still got some coffee. I'm going to sit here for another couple of minutes in my car and hope that this rain calms down a little bit, and as soon as it does, I'll be jumping into the warehouse to start packing my orders. My car is full of all that haul. Like, I need to get it out of the car, put it in the warehouse so I can put all my shipping in the car. It's gonna be a nightmare. Guys, I am in warehouse hell at the moment. Hey.
Hello.
Have you got anything you want me to take to the post yet, or are you still going?
We're still going, but we've got a few bags for you.
Okay. I'll bring the car around and I'll take your post.
Yeah.
You got a lot of orders.
Yeah.
They're everywhere. Okay, thank you. I'll be back soon. Bye. I'm just cooking Tom and I some lunch. Got some toasties here. They've got salami, cheese, and pineapple. It's almost like a pizza. Anyway, I've just done the post run. Tom's still going with his post. It's Tuesday today. We've just had the Easter long weekend, so there's a lot of post. I know he's got, I don't even know how many orders. I think close to 500. So it's a lot of orders. I took some of his up with me, just so it's not so much for the post office when we get up there all at once. But mine's done. His is being done. And then after lunch, I'm going to get in there and I've got to start photographing. I've just got so much to do in the warehouse at the moment. It just feels never ending. I feel like I'm never getting like a long period of time in there at the moment to do like chunk photography. I think this is tapping. It sounds like it's ready, doesn't it? Tom doesn't even know I'm up here making this. Jeez, he's a lucky man.
Look at this place. Like, look at it. Look what's behind me. I shouldn't be laughing. I just tend to laugh at everything. But I'm actually disappointed in myself that it's got into this state again. I got this area so clean at the end of the year. Like, started the new year fresh with the most cleanest warehouse. It's just on top of me again. And I know why. I did a couple of big book fairs. I did a couple of large hauls. And I just haven't seemed to have had solid hours to like tackle it in here at the moment. And I don't know, like it's different to the last death pile that I was working on last year, because that was death pile and I had to sort it and cull it. Everything that is in here needs to be listed. So it's not like it's really a working inventory pile. Like you can see my benches, they're actually stacked with bundles just waiting to photograph. It's just a constant. As soon as I empty the bench, I've got more boxes down here. I had another really large Mills and Boon haul of several thousand. And so it's like as soon as I get that bench clear, I'm bundling up more from the boxes and getting them on the shelf as like the waiting to go, because I'm trying to get everything off the actual floor. I don't want the stuff off the floor. But in the meantime, because it's taking me so long, it's just all my benches are full again. And having my benches full makes my packing orders take so much longer. And it's like, it's a pain. It's easy to sit here and whinge and complain and woe me. But at the end of the day, I created it. Now I've got to fix it, and woe me. Good morning, Australia. The Americans always ask, do you really just have kangaroos that hobble along your houses? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So I just want to show you what the coolest sale of the day is going out. And it is this 1970 split ends tour merch. So this is actually sold at one of their concerts in 1970. I just got to pull it down here. I'll show you what's in it. It's basically got these photocopy kind of posters in it, I guess they are, and you just hang them up on your wall. Anyway, I found this at a tip shop, so it wouldn't have cost me any more than probably $1. And when I was comping it, I really had no idea. There was none like it listed, and I couldn't really find much information on it. So I did find that it was a tour merch pack, but so I listed this really high. I actually think I listed it around the $300 mark, and I sat on it for a while, and it got viewers, but it didn't like get any offers. So I reduced the price down to $199 because it really was a gamble on what I was listing this at. Anyway, somebody sent me an offer yesterday for $150 and I decided to take it. So yeah. So I'm just about to post this beautiful Bible out. Look at the beautiful gold leaf pages here. But I thought I'd show you this. A lot of people ask me these questions. What happens if the book has writing or text in it? Now, Bibles are a very common book that has text inside it. A lot of people fill out the beginning of a Bible and they put a name in it. Sometimes it's given as a gift. Sometimes it's got quite a lot of family history written in a Bible. They're actually beautiful when they do. I just want you to know that it doesn't actually hinder the sale. You just need to make sure you show a photo of the text inside it. You can downgrade the Bible condition. If there's a lot of text in it, I always make sure I downgrade it to acceptable and put that the book is inscribed. But people still buy books that are inscribed or have got the family history in them. This Bible has just sold for $59 and it's got a full page of inscription in it. So don't be turned off by books that actually do have writing in them or are inscribed, especially the Bibles. And it really doesn't hinder the sales. Yes, would I have got more for this book if it wasn't inscribed in that? Maybe I could have got an extra $10, $20 for it. But I still got $60 for a Bible that I've paid $3 for. So win-win.
Okay, so I've just finished photographing all these bundles of the old vintage computer magazines that I picked up on Monday from that Facebook market haul. I've run out of my clear wrap. I need to grab some when I next go up the shops, but Tom's got this black stuff that I've been using instead, but you can't see my numbers through it, my SKU numbers, so I'm going to have to, when I get the clear stuff, I'm going to have to wrap another layer around it so I can actually see my SKU numbers. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start going through these old computer magazines, and I'm just going to see if they're packed in here by date, because I can already see that these ones look like all the 1994 ones are together. So always for magazines, it's better if you can sell them in date order, but when you get like a big stack like this, sometimes you've just got to bundle them up into mixed dates. But I do try and put them in the same kind of era. So for this one, 94 or 95 or 96, but hopefully these are all in a pretty good order. And then yeah, I'm going to start making bundles up of these and photographing these. I don't know what Tom's doing out there, but he's making a lot of noise on the forklift, and he looks like he's moving stuff around from warehouse to the warehouse. And knowing my luck, he's moving more cages into the sorting room because he knows I'm coming in there to do a couple of hours work this afternoon after lunch. He's probably leaving more cages of books in there for me. I haven't even got through the first cage yet. Oh, I'm gonna go look. Let's go look. What is going on here? You're moving stuff around for the new packing area, aren't you? It's like continuously moving the death pole from one area to the next.
Tetris. Pick a box, make a box fit somewhere, and then when you need that space, move it again.
Move it again. So I've just noticed a couple of more cages that are in this warehouse for me to sort. Oh.
You want to drag that one out?
Well.
Yeah.
Well, it's all happening over here, isn't it? Righto. Back to the grind. So I've got 3 stacks of the magazines waiting for bundle, and here comes Tom again, making all the noise. Zoom, zoom. Now the reason why some of these might need to be split again is they're very heavy. So with Australia Post, we have 5 kilo weight limits on our whatever packs posts methods, which is what I use. So 5 kilos in Australia is about 11 pounds to you in US or maybe UK. I'm not sure if you use pounds or kilos, sorry. But some of those bundles might go over my 5 kilo weight limit. So that's why they might get split, and I might do like 2 bundles of 6. So I've got 3 of these empty boxes here now. I'm going to go throw those. And it looks like one of the dogs has made itself at home watching Tom. What are you doing, Jess? Hi. Hello. You watching? You watching? Good girl. Now, apologies for Tom's, all his noise out there and what's going on. But you can see I'm just about to do some photographing, and this is, my call flute's looking really dirty. Now you can give this a really good scrub. I tend to just use a pack of baby wipes. So it gets most of it off, but this is getting fairly worn, and sometimes you just get to the point where it's like so dirty that it's just really hard to scrub off, and it just means need to buy another piece of it. It really lasts me, you know, several months, a piece of this, and I think it only costs like $6. So, but next time when I go and get some more wrap, I'm going to buy some more core flute as well. Jeez, Tom. Oh my goodness, look at my mess. I'm dying. Look at it. Oh my goodness. So I'm just weighing this stack of magazines, and it's only coming in at 3.3 kilos for the 12. So I think what I'm going to do is actually just lot them up in these bundles of 12. Yep. This little dog lives next door to the post office. Hello. What are you doing? Hello. He doesn't really, you know how pugs normally go.
He does a bit.
He doesn't have a huge. Oh, there it is. So Tom and I went and did the post, but then he was going off to an acupuncture appointment because he's hurt his back. And I just stopped off at the shop to get him some magnesium salts. These are the ones he likes the best, and he's all out of them, and I know that his back's killing him and he wants a magnesium bath. So I stopped at the shop, got Tom some magnesium. I've picked him up a bowl of Japanese spicy chicken while I'm there, and stopped in, of course. How can you go to the shop and not quickly stop in at the salvos? Anyway, I'm pretty happy. I don't know if you saw these. These are Auslan flashcards. So these are for the sign language. Now, the reason why I jumped at these when I saw them is because the books on how to do sign language, they sell really, really well. Easy $40, $50 if you can find a book on sign language, and they sell really fast. So I actually think these will move really quickly for me. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen the cards. There's 4 packs of them. I'm going to list them individually though, rather than a set. And yeah, I actually think they're going to move really fast. So that was worth going in for. It's had a sale, and I'll show you it because I only bought this book on Monday and I only listed it yesterday. So that's why I know it's nice and close here at the top. Anyway, I bought this book for $1. It's called New South Wales Policing Studies Traffic Law Handbook 2012. Now, I bought this at one of the local salvos stores, paid the $1 for it. Couldn't find any comps on it, but there was other police books that were selling for quite a lot of money. I priced this at $99 and it's just sold, listed for 1 day. Whoa, it's raining so hard. Oh.
Alright, Mel, what do you want first?
Bacon and egg McMuffin. I don't want the hash brown, but you get 2 hash browns.
Excellent.
Bacon and egg muffins. This is what an Australian bacon and egg muffin looks like from McDonald's, guys. It's so cheesy. Whoa, look at that rainbow.
It's pretty.
That is so pretty. So
up your day job, babe.
Skies are...
Okay, that's enough.
Can't even remember the lyrics now. Let's hear you sing it.
I want to see the sunshine after the rain. I want to see something, da, 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 da. Yeah.
Somewhere. I look terrible.
You look better than me, baby girl.
I look terrible. That worth?
Are you filming already?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
This coffee's terrible.
It's pouring with rain. And some of you don't realise, but my warehouse has a couple of small leaks inside it.
It's about 5.
And everything is positioned in my warehouse to account for those leaks. Nothing is up where it leaks. Occasionally we find a new leak. But this rain has been going all night, and I've just been lying in bed all night going, I'm gonna have leaks in the warehouse tomorrow. And by looking at the rain that was just on the ground outside the bakery, I'm in trouble in my warehouse today.
Oh yeah.
So one of the places, like, I've come into the warehouse today wanting to do a lot of photography, and one of the places where my warehouse leaks is above my photography station, which is exactly why I've got the photography station there, and there's no shelves surrounding the photography area, because if it does rain, it simply just goes onto my core flute, or I put the bin up on top of the core flute before I leave, and the bucket catches it all. But it just keeps dripping for about, what, a day or so? Sometimes it keeps dripping for like a day if it's been really heavy rain. So even if the rain stops, it's going to still be dripping all day. So no photography for me today. I'm going to have to work on, I don't know, stock taking, cleaning up.
All the fun stuff. Yeah. It's all about the fun stuff.
Oh, it's not too bad. There's a little one, and I've got the bag there. Okay. Oh, look, Tom, there's no water coming in.
Not yet.
But it's rained all night. Like, normally it's dripping down here. Maybe they did fix it when they got up there last time. There's a tiny bit here, but that's not. That's normally coming right down. Like, there's none in the bucket.
There's one there.
Oh, well, that, yeah, so that's probably stuffed to that pile of books.
And this, and that.
Yeah, so that's, this one never used to be there. That's become a...
Well, if you see, that's in the same line with that one, so maybe it's leaking there instead.
That's crazy, but because that used to, like, that bucket would normally be full.
Right, so
this shelf...
the other side there.
Well,
so,
do you know what? Lucky that most of the books on this shelf are so old that it's probably a good chance to give that a clear out.
okay, but the problem you've got is you've got this water splashing everywhere.
Yeah.
It's hitting all this stuff.
Yeah.
This whole area has to go.
No, that's not wet. But yeah, that's priority. This, there's always this one little bit here. And look, I didn't have the bag quite in it, but that's okay. That hasn't wet anything. And sometimes this one leaks. Nothing. Oh no, look, there's some on that. This one's caught it. So what happens is this one comes in here. That's why there's no books here. What happens is you can't see it, but there's a layer of tin that is from the guy next door's warehouse, and it must be leaking in his warehouse, and it comes down this side of the tin. That's okay because I've got everything pushed back. That's not hitting anything else. Oh, well, a little bit, but nothing, not a huge amount of damage yet.
Coming under the door.
Yep, that always comes in under the door.
I think the thing is, you've gone to the point where this space is now dangerous. You're going to lose stock. You've outgrown it, so it's time to move to W3.
W3?
Yeah, the big warehouse.
The other warehouse? Look how much stuff I have to move if I move.
Yeah, and it's you that's going to have to move it.
You with the forklift.
No, that's fine. But no, it's just you've outgrown the space. You've got too many water leaks. You can't keep going like this. It's just dangerous. You're walking around, you're bumping into stuff. You know, we've tried to fix the leaks 5 times. I don't think we're going to be able to get it, so I think you're just going to have to move. And it makes sense anyway. I mean, this space, it's just so full. So, and I mean, you have a water leak like that, because it's so full, it's damaging all the stock nearby, so you can't afford that sort of problem. So, yeah. Anyway, so I reckon 3 months we'll move you.
3 months in the middle of winter.
Yeah. That'll be the best time to do it. Well, could you imagine moving all this in summer?
April, May, June, July, beginning of winter. No, mid-winter.
Yep, 3 months. So, this isn't the problem in my mind though. Moving everything out of W3, that's the problem, because that is not a small job. So we'll take care of that, and you can organise help to take care of this. If you cook for me, I might help.
So Tom and I were procrastinating after we came and checked out the warehouse, and we went over to the hardware shop so I could go and get some more plastic wrap. And really, I think Tom just wanted another coffee. I've come back into the warehouse and look at this. Freaking dripping now.
Yeah, this is what I was saying. Like, it literally drips like this for like 24 hours or something after a downpour. So it means I just can't do any photography. So it's just frustrating. The photography one was there when I first moved in, but it was only very minor. It's got worse. Like, the more downpours that we've had, that leak has got worse. This one wasn't here originally when I first moved in, and then it started. It's not a huge leak, but it might get worse. But that's why I don't keep, like, I try not to keep any death piles here or anything anymore, because I'm conscious of that leak. That one over there only probably started, I don't know, maybe a month ago. We haven't had very many downpours because it's been summer, but there was about a month ago where Goulburn, where this warehouse is, had like one of the highest rainfalls that it had in like 20 years or something. And that's when that leak started and this leak started. So the problem is now that we're coming into winter, and we're going to get more downpours, and it's like the guy who owns this warehouse, we've had him up on the roof. Tom's been up on the roof trying to like use sealant and stuff, but it's really hard in the daytime. You can't go up there when it's raining. It's really hard in the daytime to actually see where there's a leak, because this is a pretty old warehouse and I don't know what the roof looks like up top, but it's really hard for them. Like, it's a big estimating game of where this little leak could be that's coming in. So it is an issue, and it's becoming more of an issue. And, you know, space is an issue in here at the moment for me. I am running out of space, and I'm sorry I look so terrible. I got up early this morning. I didn't put any makeup on. Just looking in this camera as I film, I'm like, what? Anyway, Tom wanting to move me to the bigger warehouse. He's been talking about it for a while, and I've been kind of like, no, I'm gonna make this space work. I don't want any bigger space, like, but at the end of the day, I'm outgrowing this space. I don't have a processing area. The leaks are getting worse and more common. Maybe I'm gonna have to look at going into his other warehouse. The problem is the other warehouse, although it's fantastic, it's like 3 times the size of this. It's also 3 times the amount of money. Now, this is a very cheap warehouse to rent. Don't get me wrong. I pay $300 a month for this warehouse. It's very, very cheap. If I go to the bigger warehouse,
it's probably $250 a week rather than a month. So it's a big jump up, but it's still extremely cheap rent. Like, I was paying more than that in my storage units when I had them. So even at $250 a week, it's probably an expense that my business can cope with. It's just, oh, it's more the thought of moving it all. I just want to cry thinking about it. I know it'll be amazing once I do it, but like, can you imagine, guys?
So these are the 2 bags of books that I've had to discard after the rain. It's quite interesting though. The bag on the left, everything was listed. The bag on the right, none of that was actually listed in the store, but it was on the shelves as if it was. So it was kind of like a mini stock take at the same time, guys.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, what did you get?
Freaking bruschetta. Fruit salad for
Oh, fruit salad for me. Freaking bruschetta for Tom. I don't know. They both look pretty good. Righto. 5 to 7. We've got orders to pack. Let's go, let's go.
Yeah.
You made me get up early. Now I'm the one ready to go. Let's go.
Let's go.
So I've just sold this book. It is called Australian Bats. Now, I bought this book the other day for $5. And when I comped it, I was really kind of surprised because there was only one that had sold, and it had sold for $180. And I was like, what? Anyway, so I bought it for $5. I came back, I did a little bit of research on it, found that the book is no longer in print. So it's an out of print book. There was none listed for sale, and the only one that had sold was $180. So I put mine at $199. Now, very quickly after listing this, I got an offer for $100. I counter offered at $180. She came back again, or he came back and put in another offer for $100. And they left like a big spiel, like big message with the $100 offer, saying that they were only going to offer $100. So I ended up declining their offer. And this weekend I ran a 20% off sale, and somebody has just purchased this book. So I've sold it for $160. And yeah, honestly, I couldn't be happier. $5 into $160. And I'm really glad that I stood my ground when somebody, because when an offer comes through of $100, you've only just recently listed it, but you've only paid $5. You kind of start asking yourself, are you being greedy? Like, and there is I guess there's that element. Are you being greedy, like trying to get more money for it? But I did my research on it. I knew it was an out of print book. I knew that there was none others available that I could see online. Like, I looked at Amazon, I looked around. Nobody else seemed to have this book. So that was part of the reason why I stood my ground on it. But $160, super happy. And guys, make sure you look out for the book Australian Bats. And look at this, it's even got a name inside it. Anyway, yeah, it's just, anyway. Okay guys, I've just opened up this book, and if you will see inside, see how there's a sticker on it with somebody's name and it says ex-libris. Now, a lot of people will actually, who have like home libraries, they will put their own stickers in there with their name that do say ex-libris. Now, I want to just go through the difference in the item specifics, because on eBay, when you're doing a listing, there is a drop down in the item specifics that says ex-libris, and then under features, there's another one that says ex-library. So just to let you know, the difference is ex-library comes from a library. Ex-libris comes from somebody's home library. So two different things. So if you are doing a book listing, make sure you enter the right one. If you can see that there is a sticker in there that says home libris and it's got the sticker in there, make sure you put that in your item specifics. If it is from a library, make sure you don't put ex libris. You actually have to put the item specific that's under the drop down of features that says ex library. So I'm just about to go to the post office and I was like, geez, my sales have been slow today. I better check everything's okay. Nope, got a neutral. These kind of neutrals, they frustrate me and they annoy me because as sellers, we shouldn't have to be dealing with them. This neutral has come from a repeat buyer and the comment on the item is, I've bought so many books, I haven't got down to these yet. Like, what? Why is that a neutral? Oh, you haven't got down to them yet, so you give it a neutral. Like, you haven't given any of the other books I've bought you a neutral. Haven't got down to these. I've bought so many books, I haven't got down to these yet. Like, what a waste of my time now. I have to go to eBay, ask them to remove it. If they don't remove it, I have to go to her and ask them to revise it. She hasn't even got to the books to, like, be able to rate them. Yet she's like, this stuff, it's just, this is the type of stuff that we waste our days with as sellers. Like, I've got more important things to do. I want to get to the post office. I've got stuff in here that needs photographing. I want to do listing. Like, I've got stuff that needs my actual attention and I have to now waste, like, I don't know, let's time it, 10:45, see how long I have to waste time with eBay to get off a neutral that is undeserved and, like, just a ridiculous waste of my time. So I've been on the eBay chat to eBay. It is now 11:03. That has taken 18 minutes of my day. 18 minutes. Okay, so he has written back to me, upon checking the details, I can confirm the buyer hasn't shared any dissatisfaction with your items, and I'm happy to inform you that I have successfully removed the feedback for you as it is qualified for removal. I am confident the resolution I have shared with you today has made you smile. Yes, it has made me smile, but it has also frustrated me that I had to deal with that rubbish in the beginning. It's just like, it's just so silly. Now, I went back and looked at that order. The lady had ordered 3 bundles of books, all erotic romance, on the same day. I sent them all at the same time. She ordered on the 13th. I sent them on the 13th, so same day shipping. The other 2, she gave positive feedback saying, what wonderful selections of books. And this one was, I haven't got to it yet. So neutral. Like, anyway. 18 minutes of my day gone that I will never get back. Right, get a load of the feedback I just got. Woman buys 3 bundles. All sent the same day, all the same type of books. She leaves positives for 2 of them saying, what a great selection of books. And the third one, she leaves a neutral that says, bought so many books, I haven't got down to these yet.
I mean, the thing is, like, what's wrong with these morons? Like, seriously.
So just dropped the post off, but I honestly just can't stop thinking about that because I haven't had a sale all day, and it's because of that neutral. I had a really good sales day yesterday, did $900 in sales yesterday. Haven't had a single sale today, and it's like I don't know, what's the time? 11:20. So, like, that's ridiculous, you know. Like, as sellers, there's no doubt about it that we get punished when we get a neutral or negative, and like, I'm fine to wear one of those if it's warranted. But like, it's just frustrating when they're not warranted and then they hit our account and then we get punished. And literally while I was just in there at the post office, I've just had my first sale of the day. Funny that, hey, as soon as it's been removed off my thing, guess what? Sale. It's just, I don't know, it's just very frustrating. Anyway, I think I'm going to end this vlog off here. It must be getting very long, and then I'm going to start a new one for you. And yeah, so thanks guys for watching. This was a bit of a mashup of a vlog this week, and I hope you enjoyed it. And anyway, I will see you back here next week for another vlog.